Ghostbusters! I finally saw it! Yay! So Ghostbusters, guys! Whoa! I'm really happy that I saw it. The hype was kinda gone by the time I get to see it. And by hype, I mean mine, my hype about it. Because, as I said before, those are one of my favorite actresses in the whole world. Absolutely, like Kate McKinnon, Kristen Wiig, especially Kristen Wiig, and after that Kate McKinnon, of course, Melissa McCarthy and Leslie Jones. So I was super excited, and let's not forget Chris Hemsworth. And as you know, if you watch my previous videos, I'm not a fan of Ghostbusters, the original 2 movies, like at all, like 1%. I'm just not. And going into this movie, as I said, again, I liked the trailers like a ton more than even the previous 2 movies. And I already explained why and all that. So, getting past that, this movie for me is just a movie, and it's not actually connected to the old movies, unfortunately, because, the first trailer kind of made me think that it's connected, but it's not. And although I really don't love the original movies, I think that is a real mistake. I mean, they should definitely made it so it was connected to the old movies. That it was in the same universe, but here the way that it's made, it turns out that it's just not connected to the old movies, but we see the old characters, and that means that this is like a different universe almost, because you do see the originals, but they are not the same people. They do not play the same people. So it's just like the Flash and Supergirl, where there's parallel universes, and you see the same person to be totally different in the next universe. One universe he may be a scientist, in the next universe he may be a doctor or something else. So here it's just similar. And although I super appreciate the cameos, they were very good. I just prefer that those characters were the same characters as before, and that would be great, I think. But for what they did here, it was also very awesome, and appearances by everybody. As for the whole story, how the movie was constructed, it was good. It was really good. It felt like a complete and full story, a complete and full movie. It felt totally like Ghostbusters movie, although the characters are different, and the time period is different, and the special effects are different, but everything felt exactly like the old movies, but just done in a different way. And when I mean by different, and this is just my opinion, here the technology behind it and even the ghosts and all of that was like totally more and well explained compared to the original movies. I mean, the original movies, like I said before, like ton of things didn't make sense, and they didn't bother to explain how the proton packs were made, what kind of a technology is that, and how it captures the ghost, and why the ghosts are this and that. I said that like 1,000 times, so I'm not going to repeat myself too much. But here they explained as much as possible how everything works, and all of that, even upgrades and stuff, and how they can improve upon each weapon, how the weapons were improved upon. So it was a process of upgrades and try and fail, and it was pretty understandable, to say the least. So I super enjoyed that. And Kate McKinnon is this, crazy woman and a genius in the same time. It's very interesting to see her. And I wasn't sure about her performance at the beginning, but then she pretty grew on me because I really got her, craziness. You can say that it was like a character, and it was like, you can tell that she is like this because she's really smart, and it's just her personality is kind of awkward, but you can expect that from this kind of a, the inventor, you can say. So it was super fine. And of course Kristen Wiig, she's my most favorite. She was brilliant in every way, the way that she played that. I mean, she is a very good comedian, guys. Amazing. And if you saw Saturday Night Live and her performances there, she can play so many different characters perfectly. I mean, she embodies each and every character that she plays. It's really amazing because she has a particular character that is very, distinguished. I mean, not distinguished, but very well defined in their characteristics. And it's like playing, something like Conan the Barbarian, then go and play Superman. I mean, every character is very well defined, although they are all comedic, characters, not serious ones. But I mean that she can embody different characters, as well as every other character, and she is just that character. It's so amazing. I mean, she played so many crazy people in SNL, but so different from one another. So absolutely amazing. I mean, if you can watch her sketches on SNL, I strongly suggest that you do. And of course Kate McKinnon's sketches, because she's absolutely pretty amazing as well. Her impressions of Justin Bieber, Ellen DeGeneres, and there's a hilarious SNL sketch with her and Sofia Vergara. It's a Pantene commercial, so must see. It's a must see, hilarious, totally awesome. But anyway, guys, Chris Hemsworth was also amazing in this movie. The special effects were wow. I mean, the 3D effects were wow. And let me explain to you why. When the movie started, the screen got smaller, and there was, black bars from the top and from the bottom. And I'm like, what the hell? I mean, this just turned into 8:4 format, where the picture looks to be made for 16:9 format. It's kind of hard to explain, but I never saw a movie that was projected in 16:9 format but with black bars in the movie theater. Never saw this. And the reason behind that was that all the special effects came out of the bars, so the 3D effect was enhanced. And that was pretty amazing. I've never seen that done by any movie. And there was a particular scene at the end of the movie where everything went 16:9 and the screen got wider from the top and bottom. And I'm like, wow, that was really used for a purpose. It was really clever, and yes, the 3D effects were enhanced by that. But the black bars during the other time of watching the movie, I'm just not a fan of that, because it just everything went smaller and it kind of felt unnecessary. But watching the movie, yeah, it definitely is necessary. And the movie can't just go and switch aspect ratios all the time. So all the time was the black bars, but then in that particular scene at the end, the movie turned 16:9. So that was pretty impressive. And I just saw the movie in Real D, not IMAX 3D, just to let you know that. So guys, I really enjoyed the movie. It was fun. It was doing its own thing. The only gripe that I really have with it is that the movie, the dialogue could be made a bit more dynamic, because the scenes were too quiet. There was no music behind what they are talking about, and it was just not so investing, the dialogue most of the time. It was a good smart dialogue, but I stopped paying attention at one point, and that is due to the fact that I'm kind of tired right now, but also to the fact that it was too quiet and you can only hear their voices, and I'm just zone out. At one point I was just watching and just missed 1 or 2 lines, and I'm like, wow, I never do that in a movie. And it was not because it wasn't interesting, but it was just because of the style, too quiet and just dialogue. I never like that in a movie, like any movie. I just prefer to have, the movie to have some kind of a background music, just, to feel the atmosphere of the scene, of what, the director wants to tell you. But when it's just like total silence, yeah, just don't like that. The movie has such a fun Ghostbusters vibe, supernatural fantasy or something, and when they speak it's like dead quiet all the time. It's just not suitable for this movie, totally not. So that's my only gripe with it. Everything else, the performances, as I said, the story, the villain even, was pretty, damn good and interesting. And the final cameo also of Sigourney Weaver, amazing. I just wish that she was in every scene of the movie. She's gold on the screen. She's just gold, guys. So I just wish that she could be in the whole movie, but unfortunately she's not. But if this has a sequel, I just wish that she is in it so bad. So guys, this is my review of Ghostbusters. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, till next time with Getty G Reviews.